Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this opinions video for WWE NXT. So we always start by breaking down the matches, and there were 7 matches this week. It felt like there was going to be maybe 5, 6, but they just kept throwing in these matches at the end of the show. So we started with the Rascalz against Gallus, and it was really fun. I did say during the stream, I just felt like they do all this amazing stuff, but that final connection, I just wish it had a little bit more on it. But it was really fun, very fast-paced, and it was a great 64% from our community. Javon Evans against Brooks Jensen, this got good 98%. Obviously, we had Briggs, we had like Sean Spears coming down. There was some really good stuff. I mean, Javon doing Javon things. So, yeah, I could agree that maybe just misses out on getting into that great kind of range, but it felt close. Then we had Ethan against Dante. Dante, so impressive. This got good 99%. Again, I can agree that it just misses out on that great range. Then we got Izzi against Tatum. This got a good 100%. No one said this was a bad match. Everyone thought it was either good or great or all-time. So it's quite rare for us to not have anyone say it's a bad match. So this got good 100%. Tatum picking up the victory and, of course, seemingly aligning herself with Wendy Tatum after. Then we had Lola against Jacey, and amazingly, this got good 100% as well. So cool. Then we had OC against OTM. This got good 98%. I wasn't crazy about this match, to be honest. So I probably would have gone a bit lower, but good 98%. And then we got our main event, and this for me, not even close. This was the match of the night. Main event, OBA FEMI, just big power moves, just chucking Duke Hudson around, but Duke Hudson giving a really good account of himself. Crowd getting into it. Maybe a couple of moments where it felt like Duke might get it done. This, of course, for the NXT North American Championship. That got great 69%. So it was voted by you guys as the match of the night as well. And I think that is very, very fair. So we always like to talk about the matches, get the scores out there, and then jump into the comments. So here we go. We got Bland SF, who said, I believe in commentary, brackets, and Dante Chen. And Bland SF is saying that because Joe Hendry arrived really early on the show and went on to commentary. Only for like one match, though. Sam said, OBA FEMI's title reign continues to be the best in the company right now, along with Sami Zayn's. Brady said, NXT was great tonight. I'm very excited to see what's next for Tatum Paxley and her friendship with Wendy Tatum. Ratchet the Owl said Young OG and Brooks was a great match. I don't know if I'm just consumed by all things Wyatt 6, but Brooks has kind of got a bit of a Luke Harper aura about him. Dante Chen has released one day written all over him. Do you think so? You think so? Crowd are really into Dante Chen, and I thought that he was putting in some good work in that match. So that's very surprising. I effing love the way they're booking JH, which is literally say his name. Samantha said, I enjoyed it. Main event was excellent. Jim said, SmackDown really is the third brand at the moment. Logan James said, hello, Daze. Hello, Logan. Says, great NXT. My rating will be an 8. So Roxanne has to deal with Stephanie, then Julia. In short, she's done. Poor Roxanne. And I think of Stephanie or Julia will beat Roxanne, probably hold the championship for about a year, and Ren Sinclair join No Catch Crew. Yes. So she wants to join those guys. Obviously, she saw what happened with Damon Kemp being dealt with, so she's sort of bribing them. Kojiko said 7.3, and we've got whatever this is. So thank you. Then we've got Nolan saying, great show as always. Carl said it was decent. OC against OTM and Oba versus Duke should have got more time. They need to do a much better job of explaining who the TNA guys are if this partnership thing is going to keep happening. I've no idea who the guys teaming with Wes are. And do you know what? I think that's an excellent point, because I think WWE is kind of being blinded a little bit by maybe the fans in attendance. Like, they don't have many fans there. The fans that go are big wrestling fans, and it seems like a lot of them watch TNA as well. So whenever like a TNA talent comes out, they get excited, and there's like an NXT NA chant that broke out. But there is going to be a lot of people watching in the US, around the world, that are just not going to understand who these people are. I made this comment before. Last time we saw Wentz in NXT, he got released because of some stuff that went down, and now he's back and it's kind of all forgotten. Trey Miguel's come along, I haven't got a clue who this is. The Joe Hendry thing, I mean, he's super over. I can't see why. I mean, so far, like, I heard him on commentary. I don't know. There's nothing special there. I look at him in the ring. There's nothing special there. It seems like, I don't know, like the song. Is it the song? Has the song like got? I know the song got into the charts. So perhaps, like, I don't know, perhaps there's like this hype train that's rolling and people have jumped on. But if you actually look at what you get from him, I just don't see it. I just really don't see it. I mean, I need to see a singles match. I keep saying this, but I kind of feel like there's things going on that I'm just not getting. I just don't get. Maybe this is what it's like being a boomer. Perhaps this is what it's like when things are happening and you're just like, I don't understand this. I don't get what the appeal is here. I get the appeal of Jordynne Grace. Like, Jordynne Grace is big, she's strong, she's powerful, she can do stuff that we don't really see other women doing. All I see from Joe Hendry is hear the song and see him turn around and smile. But that seems to be enough for people. So I'm clearly the one that's just not getting this. So he's going to be sticking around, so we'll have to see what his matches are like. In regards to Trey, I mean, I was quite impressed with what I saw out of him. It's great to see Wentz back, but I'm guessing we're just meant to forget about all of the stuff that was allegations in the past. I don't know. I completely agree. I think they should be doing a bit more work to give us like video packages and kind of explain who these people are, what they're bringing to the table and all that kind of stuff, rather than just throw them out there. Live crowd pops about them. But then a load of us watching go, who's this? What's this? What's going on? Why am I meant to care? You know? So again, I have to stress this because I'm sure there's people watching this going, oh, you just hate TNA and all this. I don't hate TNA. I don't have any feelings about TNA, but maybe that's part of the problem, is that I don't have any feelings to TNA. I don't have any warmth to TNA, but then I don't hate TNA. I just have no feelings about TNA. So to see these superstars coming in, I just don't have any feelings towards them. Apart from Jordynne Grace, who I've seen before, saw her in the Royal Rumble, seen loads of her matches before doing the rounds, and I really like her. So, you know, I'd be excited by her. I've seen a bit of Hammerstone as well. I mean, I don't know if we'll get him one day. People have said about Santino coming over. He's in TNA, so we could definitely explore that. So, I don't know. I do find this partnership to be really the driving force of NXT at the moment. I think if you're really into NXT right now, if you really are enjoying NXT, I've got to think it's because you're really enjoying this TNA partnership. But I do agree with Carl. There are some of us kind of scratching our heads a little bit at this, going, you know, where's the video packages? Where's the TNA footage? Where's the information, the backstory on these people? Like, throw us a bone, you know? So, Carl, good comment. I like it. Nathan said, OBA FEMI is getting better and better each week. I think he would be Brock's perfect opponent in a retirement match. It would be extremely entertaining. WWE and AEW fans said it was good. Wasn't the greatest episode, but still good. Main event was the best match. Al said thought it was good. Kane said I still believe. Billy said it was really good. 10 out of 10, to be honest. Main event was amazing. And in my opinion, Vic Joseph is the best commentator right now. Always nailing it. I really rate Vic Joseph. I've said before I'd have him on the main roster. I think that he just really is someone that has everything under control. I think when he needs to get enthusiastic, that comes across really well. I think he adds to matches, doesn't distract from them. I agree. I think he does a brilliant job. Gaming Fanatic said, couldn't watch it, sadly, as I watched through TNT Sports on Discovery, but I'm sure it was good, as majority of the time it is, according to others. Yeah, it's not on there anymore. It came off, and so now it's on the WWE network. Ryder Watson said it was a great open and closing match, but everything in between... guessing that means not brilliant. Not brilliant. Harry Van Vliet said 8.5. Kayfabe Colts has got Thea Hale with the Women's Championship. Will we see that? Probably not. Andrew said it was okay. Cameron said, like Thea days, but can't help think that she could have gone bigger. Roxanne was talking trash about Julia, Stephanie, and even Charlotte. I thought one of them were coming to start something with Roxanne, but it looks like we're going to have to wait till No Mercy in September. I don't know if it's No Mercy. I mean, that'll be the match. I don't know if they come in before that and then No Mercy is when we get the match, but I agree. I was waiting, and even when Thea came out, I thought there might be someone else that makes their presence felt, but it wasn't to be. Tank 10 said NXT was great, consistent shows. Michael says I believe in Joe Hendry. OBA FEMI continues to impress the WWE. Julia and Stephanie need a run with the NXT Women's Championship, and Josh Briggs versus Brooke Jensen, no DQ match next week, is going to cook. 7.5. Brendan says Uncle Howdy. K Call said it was good, 9 out of 10. Killer Queen said the little sprinkles of TNA have really helped NXT feel fresh again. They were really hurting after the draft. Good show from top to finish, no complaints. John Elite said, I would love to see Tatum and Wendy as a team. Love seeing Joe Hendry on NXT again. Kind of thought Julia or Stephanie were going to show up during Roxanne's segment. Can't wait for their respective debuts. Jimothy says, need more Thea Hale. And that might be all of the comments, you know, in regards to NXT. I don't know if there was any quoted tweets. I don't always get a chance to go to those. No, that was all of the comments. So seems like people in the community are enjoying Joe Hendry being around. They're enjoying the TNA partnership. They seemingly enjoyed the show as well. I mean, I thought it was okay. I agree. I thought the opening match provided and delivered. I thought the closing match did. A lot of in between was fine. I think a lot of the backstage segments were okay. I think Tate and Wendy could be interesting. I don't really get the whole doll thing. It's a bit strange. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those where I feel like I can watch the show, but for me, this is nowhere near as good as Raw. I feel like Raw, sometimes SmackDown has been the best show. Sometimes Raw has been the best show. Sometimes NXT is the best show. For me right now, Raw is killing it. With Dom and Rhea and Liv and the Wyatt Six. And, you know, there's just so much that's going on at the moment. I just feel like that's got some really good stories going on. I suppose I'm interested in the Ren Sinclair going into No Quarter Catch Crew. I did like Charlie Dempsey going and having a word with Tony. That was kind of interesting, where he was kind of looking for a bit of advice. I didn't mind that. Brooks and Briggs, maybe Brooks joining up with Sean Spears. That would be an interesting direction, but it's not something that I'm losing my mind over. Rascalz in action, fine. You know, as I said, they did a good job. And Gallus, it's always good to see those guys. Loved the main event. I agree. Needed more time. Perhaps we shouldn't have stuffed the show with as many matches as what we did. Perhaps we could have took a match out and then had the main event cook a little bit longer. But yeah, that was it really. I mean, it just felt solid. So for me, I'd be about a 7. Maybe a 6.75. I think I'm 6.75 to 7. I feel like I'm... it's probably more 6.75 because I do feel like I'm a good, healthy distance away from Raw. Raw definitely feels far and away like the best show. And then it's a bit of a battle between SmackDown and NXT. But to be honest, even SmackDown might be just edging it. With the whole bloodline situation and Roman on the verge coming back and LA Knight Logan, where I think LA Knight's going to get that championship. But then saying that NXT does have Julia and Stephanie on the way, so those I'm not sure. I think if I was a betting man right now, I'd say that SmackDown's just got the edge, but maybe when Julia and Stephanie come in, then NXT gets the edge. But interesting. How would you rank the shows at the moment? Put that in the comments, actually. How would you rank the 3 shows right now? I think I'm going Raw, SmackDown, NXT at the moment, but as I said, it is quite close between those two. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'd like to know how you would rank it. So there we go. That was NXT this week. Appreciate the support as always. We will be back later with more kind of videos, of course, and we'll have another opinions video on the channel later today as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.